For someone who is homeless, the average life expectancy is 47. For someone who is homeless, they are 16 times more likely to experience violence. For someone who is homeless, they are 9 times more likely to commit suicide.
Steve, how are you doing with the tents?
I'm slightly confused.
There's instructions. You don't do instructions. This is why I got married. Someone has to do this kind of thing.
Good evening, everybody. My name is George Pipes. I'm the mayor of Cambridge, and I was born in Cyprus. I am very grateful and honored to be invited here tonight to assist and to highlight and to generate awareness that there are people in Calais, there are people in Cambridge who are sleeping outside. There are people who are deprived and they are less fortunate than we are. In 1974, I was in the army in Cyprus, and I have witnessed 200,000 people being evicted from their houses, being raped, killed, and having to sleep under the olive trees, and having to sleep in tents. And I saw the plight of people having to battle with the winds and the cold and the depravity. And I really empathize and sympathize, and I applaud and I support your cause. And I will tweet tonight, and I will take some pictures if I may, and I try and promote this event, which is not right now on the television screens. And if you're not on television, they tend to forget you. It's true. When I got elected mayor, I said each and every one of us here is important. We all count. It doesn't matter if we're homeless, it doesn't matter if we're from Cyprus, it doesn't matter if we're from Timbuktu. We all count, and we're all important. Thank you.
Thank you for letting me be here this evening. I'm going to be sleeping out with some of you. The sign of a civilized society, I think, is how well or poorly it looks after its most vulnerable. In this city, each year, for a number of different reasons, between 10 and 15 people die on the streets. Every year. That is not acceptable. Part of the role that I have, I help churches to work with homeless people and with the homeless organisations. And we create a space where we look to provide a temporary home for them each night in one of our churches. So we effectively are providing a pop-up winter shelter from the start of December to the end of March. We give them a hot meal, we look to make them feel welcome and somewhere safe and somewhere to stay for the night. But for many people, just providing someone with a room isn't enough. Many people who are homeless experience all kinds of difficulties. I think one of the things that refugees and homeless people do for us is they hold up a mirror to us and they show us what we are truly like. They are a blessing to us as we look to be a blessing to them. So I just want to say well done to Cam Crag for organising this event this evening, and thank you.
Sorry.
We're quite a double act. Thank you all. I'm Simon Pickering from Winter Comfort for the Homeless. So we're a day centre based in the city here. And if I could just echo John's words, really, we're hugely grateful to Tony and Donna and Elliot and all the others involved in putting today together. I guess the privileges for me is firstly working at somewhere like Winter Comfort. Last year we worked with about 760 people, which is a sort of 10% increase on the year before. But the other side of representing an organisation like Winter Comfort is you get to come to things like this and you get to experience the generosity that Cambridge has towards the homeless community. And I just really like to encourage people around that issue actually, because I don't think people realise quite how much Cambridge does to support the homeless. So we are hugely grateful to you all for tonight.
Thank you, Simon. I forgot about you.
Can I introduce you today, our MP, Mr. David Zainab.
I've just come and a number of others have come from the Holocaust Memorial Day event. And I think there was a linkage, because what I was talking about was the power of politics, both for good, but also for ill. And I think what we've seen across Europe in recent times, I'm afraid, is not politics at its best. There are too many people who are still suffering. When we have rich countries in Europe, we have rich countries, and yet we see so many people in such dire circumstances. So what you are doing is partly a practical help and an assistance also to draw attention to what I think is a real shame on our country, that we have so many cities now where we have people having to sleep out on the streets. It was not like this a decade ago. I'm sorry to be political, but I do think these are down to political choices that have been made over the last decade. And I think the people in government should take some responsibility for that. So that's what I try and do, day in, day out, to try and make them face up to their responsibilities. But I'm so grateful for what you do out on the front line. City Council is doing a really fine job working with volunteers, but it's really hard when you're working, it seems, against the government and the policies that they're pursuing. So there are solutions, but also there's what people can do now, and that's what you're showing. So I think it's amazingly inspiring that people are sleeping out tonight. I hope it's a warm night, not some of the cold nights that we've seen recently, but I know that whether it's warm or cold, you will do what needs doing, and you're an inspiration to everyone. Keep up the good work. The struggle continues.
And it's been a very good pleasure to meet all of you. And let's keep up the good job. Thank you very much.
Elliot's putting on a poncho. This is Elliot trying to put on a poncho.
I love this so much. Oh, that's so nice.
Woohoo!
And then when you don't like people, you can just disappear.
Who said that? Oh, hi. Couldn't see where the voice came from.
It's just a really spectacular thing.
it.